EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Mahomes going to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
First down, they go back to A-Chain. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of
touchdown Washington. Michael Gallup, a 5-yard touchdown. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 10.
Hey, 57, 57.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Yellow. 15, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play fake. Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Short pass caught by Henry, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
15. 15.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes. And complete right side to Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hunter Henry from 4 yards out. And the Cards are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Allen going to change this at the line. Now Allen throwing on second down. That's brought in downfield by London. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Drake London, 74 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Yellow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow. Right.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
the 35-yard line.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Allen. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Cardinals.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man down the field is Henry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Out to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is 3rd down and 4. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend. This now a 3rd and 4. Throw right side, caught by Davis. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Open man here, the tight end Henry. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find Lazard. Touchdown! Alan Lazard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
17, Cardinals 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
56.
To throw, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to let this one go deep. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Lazard. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On first down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing now is Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And when you throw as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. Here's Allen. That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Yellow. 15, 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Short pass caught by Henry. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 1 now. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Following a good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On second and a long way to go. Mahomes. Now pass complete to Moore. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalvin Cook, 30 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Touchdown Washington. Drake London, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Commanders 24, Cardinals 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Goes in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Cards are going to have a first down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Yellow.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, dribble it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alan Lazard with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. H.A. now up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throw left side. There's London. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Allen going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Allen. A give left side. Here's H.A. down at the 25.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Here's Allen. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Kelce. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Commanders 31, Cardinals 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good. Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's first down. Here's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's first and 10. Mahomes will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's brought down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
First down and goal to go.
Yellow.
Here we go. First and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he stopped immediately there. Now second down and a few inches.
Leads to second and goal.
Mahomes takes it himself. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Hey, 57, 57.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long.